It's not going to come as any shock. If you're planning on moving from Michigan to Florida, you're probably pretty excited with the thoughts of leaving the cold, snowy winters behind in favor of year-round sunshine and warm breezes. But what else should you know? That's what we're talking about today, and we're getting started right now. People make big moves for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it's related to a job, family, or something like that. This type of move is often predetermined by an unavoidable circumstance or prior commitment. What about when you decide to uproot yourself and your family more than 1,500 miles simply because you've decided you're tired of something like the living conditions or the weather? Well, it happens every day, and we're seeing residents moving from Michigan to Florida in droves for this very reason, among others. Let's start by exploring the weather. Then we'll move on to some of the other reasons and how they'll impact you. Love it or hate it, Michigan is a four-season state. Some might even say we have the best summers and that the season changes are beautiful. But for all of those who love Michigan's ever-changing seasonal scenery, there are just as many, or maybe even more, who absolutely can't stand a Michigan winter. I know because I hear it a lot from you. Let's face it, Michigan winters are cold. There's a lot of snow, there's ice, and if you've ever had to drive through a Michigan snowstorm, well, then you know exactly what I mean. And then there's Florida. Florida is the exact opposite. You're going to say goodbye to cold, brutal winters, and hello to warm, sunny, pleasant weather. And you can ditch your four-wheel drive SUV for a cool, top-down convertible. And who needs winter boots and coats? Nope. Not anymore. Just make sure you have plenty of bathing suits and sandals. That leads us into the outdoors. Florida's tropical climate and unique landscape make it the perfect place to enjoy many outdoor activities. Who wouldn't love relaxing on the beach or strolling along some of the sleepy beach towns? And because of its coastal location, if you're moving to Florida, you get to enjoy all the water activities. Swimming, boating, sailing, fishing, paddleboarding, snorkeling, scuba, diving, it's all there. And then there are activities like golfing, tennis, biking, and hiking. It's pretty cool. Florida's incredible ecosystem makes it possible to explore unique wildlife in its natural habitat. In addition to the hundreds of parks located throughout the state, Florida is home to the Everglades National Park, the country's largest subtropical wilderness. If you're moving from Michigan to Florida, I'm sure you're happy to know that even though you're going to leave the beaches behind in Michigan, you're going to find some pretty great ones in Florida. In Florida, no matter where you are in the state, you're never far from a beach. There are over 663 miles of sand and shore to explore in Florida. Sarasota Siesta Beach, Pensacola Beach, Delray Beach, Panama City Beach, Grayton Beach, and St. George Island are a few you might like. So now that we've looked at the weather, outdoors, and beaches, let's jump to another important topic, and that's employment. What are the jobs like if you're moving from Michigan to Florida? Well, if you're retired or you're planning on being retired, lucky you. But for everyone else, here's a general breakdown of the job market in Michigan versus Florida. If you're looking to find a job in Florida, now's a great time to make the move. According to the Florida government website, Florida's job growth rate is 3 times faster than the rest of the U.S. and steadily increases each month over month. Florida has also reported gaining more than 84,500 total jobs and experienced labor force increases, adding 50,000 workers. Now, I wouldn't say that Michigan has a shortage of jobs, but compared to Michigan's relatively stable or somewhat flat job market, Florida is thriving. So what about taxes and affordability? Florida is one of only 7 states that does not collect a state income tax. Say what? That's right, no state income tax. The majority of areas in the state fall below the national average for cost of living expenses. This makes the Sunshine State very affordable compared to many other U.S. states. Let's look at some of the things there are to do in Florida with all the money you'll be saving. Florida is home to many thrilling attractions like Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and several other amusement parks. Yes, please. And because Florida enjoys year-round amazing weather, you're going to find many other things to do in Florida that might outrank Michigan. Florida is home to dozens of sport teams, 2 professional baseball teams, 2 professional basketball teams, 2 professional football teams, 2 professional hockey teams, and several collegiate teams. A dream come true for sports lovers. And then there's food and culture. Food lovers will also delight in Florida's excellent culinary scene. Fresh produce and delicious seafood are everywhere, and there are cultural favorites like Cuban delicacies and Caribbean-style food. Florida has some delicious fare to enjoy all across the state. Combine all of that with plenty of nature areas, zoos, museums, festivals, and shopping. Easy to see why you'd never get bored in Florida. Now that you know more about moving from Michigan to Florida, here's a video I did about moving out of state and all of the things you need to know before you make the move. So I'll catch you on that video next.